Hello, 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 welcome, welcome. Let's get right started with some code generation. Today I want to test the first component and then we iterate based on that because I want to add like a couple of test things there and then basically it's done. I mean, the code generator. That's all I wanted to do with the code generator. It's like those two areas, the module one and component one, because those are the most painful one currently to actually manually write the code for it. Let me quickly set up my second monitor because I forgot, and I got some coffee and some water during the intro. All right. So how would I do that? I guess we go to...
in a world of atomic war? Can you travel with the speed of sound? Move through the fourth dimension? Crash the barriers of space?
I guess we go to here. We try to find... Well, I guess for now what we could do... Maybe to make it simpler. Maybe. Oh, maybe in game core. Wherever that is. Oh, here. Let's add source. How is it? Target sources. Like that. Remove. So that, and then that would be slash camera component gen.h and private .cpp. And then yeah, the editor needs to basically do the same. Oh yeah, we need to change that. That would be private camera component underscore editor. I think. Yeah, something along those lines, more or less. I just need to take that one open path. And I need to move that into editor generated hub private. Generated? Wait. Editor generated private. Oh, and an Onyx editor. And the other one is that. And I think with that, it should hopefully build. I will have both of those open. Okay, it's not existing on the other directory yet, but yeah. Let's try build. Yeah. All right. Let's see how that works. Actually, as well. Can I try to do the nice unsupported feature? Okay, cool. What? I have one of the latest graphics cards and it says unsupported. That's hilarious. AMD is such a good thing. Can I somehow see if there is an update? Okay, maybe not. Let's see, I don't know why that would be the case, but I don't really care now. I thought I would try it again. But maybe it's unsupported because it never worked to begin with. Alright, so if we build that... well, we have camera... component, yeah, this one. Let's actually... Oh, okay, we need to include that to make it work. Is that not how it's... Oh. I didn't fix that yet, okay. Makes sense. Oh, that makes sense as well. So there's a couple of errors that we already see here, right? Okay. And then yeah, then we want to change a couple of things here. That can just be that. No need to be more complicated with that. Ah, yeah, that doesn't really work, right? How did... I think I never did that, right? So it's probably a bad idea to even do. So it would be something like that. Ah, because we don't have that here, right? Okay. But that should build. Hopefully. Would be getting rid of that. Would be something like that. Probably. Did I not put that there correctly? Okay. Probably that doesn't exist as well. What? What bit this? Oh, we still need to include the other thing. What? Imgui editor. Oh, I mean, okay, it needs to be called like that. Yes, yes. But it has it now. Oh, it doesn't have it, probably. It needs to be this, right? Mm-hmm. That would be this. And we will change all of those actually. Is that everything? No, not quite. No more Simburst define. Yeah, it's the shitty serialized, right? This one is somewhere already, but I'm not quite sure where. Ah, here. But why did I not find that? Whatever. Hey, Bull of Erot. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, we are working on code generation. I'm currently testing if my first component that I created works. It looks like it works. Okay, cool. Yeah, that is a translation string that's not there yet, of course, but the rest is kind of working, so we can play a little bit around with that. So what I would want to have, I mean, first of all, I think I need to rename the property draw here. This one. Rename all overloads to just draw property. Oh god damn it, it freezes with that, right? I've had that in the past. Where Visual Studio just can't handle that kind of thing. Because that's just too much to ask to rename 3 functions. Saving files before exit. God damn it. Please. Do I need to kill you again? I think... Oh! It finished, right? Yeah, it did. Only took 20 years for that. Okay. But I think I want requires How do I do that actually? Don't think there is a concept for that, or? C++ numeric concept. So I work with C++ since 2012 or something like that. I know as well Java, C#. Both of them used it a little bit professional as well, but mostly for tools. A little bit of PHP, but that's long ago. A bit of JavaScript. A little bit of Python for tools again. A month ago, or maybe no, 2-3 weeks ago, I tried out a little bit SIG. But I wouldn't say that I know it too much, but I tried it out. Anything else? No, I think that's mostly it. Why is that emoji broken? Why do I need to go to Twitch? Oh, okay. What do I think of Python? It's a double-edged thing. I'm not really a big fan of Python, but it does the things it does very well. So it's like easy to get something up and running and yeah, script with it. Right. So I think that's good. I just don't like the white space significant thing too much. And yeah, it's a little. I mean, it's a scripting language, right? It comes with its benefits and its flaws. That it's like slow, but you get something like you can iterate super fast with it. I think it's a good. It's a good thing to start maybe with, but if you would want something like more on like compile time thing, I think C#. I would always recommend C# as a starting language. C# is closer to C++ and other programming languages, but way simpler. Because you have garbage collector and everything like that. I wouldn't say, I mean C++ yes, because it's like an old language, you have 50 different ways to do something. I wouldn't say C# is particularly hard. If you manage Python, I think you can manage C#. I would say. And C# already teaches you a couple of things that are handy for other programming languages like C++. Because they have like using keywords, which is basically resource acquisition and releasing. I don't think Python has something like that, but again, I'm not a Python expert. So take that with a... Is arithmetic? What is arithmetic? I mean, I can imagine what it is. Is it just that it has a plus operator or what? Okay, no, it's really just an integral or a floating point. I think that's exactly what I would want. Is arithmetic scalar P? And this one. Oh. Yeah, no, that's fine. I mean, it kinda goes hand in hand anyways, that this is... Do I need that? No, probably... Yeah, no, whatever. Let's keep it there, because why not? Shit, I do it all the time. Okay, so we have... Why did it say I should overload all the properties? Oh, okay, because I have this one here. Do I have another one? No, right? Okay, so those are the only two, yeah. And then I have this one. Sure. I mean, let's do that as well. But, I mean, that should be anyways the case. And we will probably have a bunch of compile errors now. Unless Visual Studio did its job, which I doubt it did. When I renamed it, that it renamed all the core sites as well. Usually, okay, it worked, it seems like. Never mind, I take it back. Visual Studio, for once, did its thing. Okay, so rename all overloads. I mean, it will freeze again. Whatever. Okay, that was actually quicker than I thought. Draw. No, maybe for assets we keep it like that. And probably those we keep as well. Unless I make a type specifically for color, then we could not do that, right? Maybe. Maybe eventually we will do that. Rename all overloads. This one should work. Well, that one freezes again. Perfect. But I mean, the good thing with programming languages is that most of them, like, they have a big overlap, right? Because all of the core keywords are the same. You have if statements, while loops, for loops, and stuff like that. So once you know one, it's very easy to switch between them and learn a new one, because then it's just learning their standard library stuff, like how it's called and whatnot, but the basic principles are the same. But yeah, C++ and like lower level languages are a little bit more, because you need to understand how memory works a little bit better than with like a higher level language. But it never hurts, because even if you use a higher level language, you can use that knowledge later. And it helps in a higher level language as well to understand where your memory comes from. To make maybe something a little bit more efficient or not. Well, you will never make something not more efficient, but yeah. Always nice though to see new people starting programming. I mean, it's not something that will ever end, right? It will only get more. But it's there. Oh, come on, Visual Studio. Does it really take so long to save a file? I mean, I don't know how many files it saves, but gee, that takes forever. Didn't want to spend my stream watching a saving icon. this close to killing it again. And then it will probably finish again because when see, I wanted to kill it and it suddenly finishes. Great. Yeah, let's do it like manually rename then. Requires STDs, enum, yeah. Oh. Yeah, that one we leave because I think that one is a little bit special. That overload is a little bit special, which I'm not even sure if we need. Does it go into the correct one? It does go into the correct one. That's perfect. I think all of that still works, which is actually kind of good. And a little bit unexpected. I would have thought that C++ gives me a harder time to rename those because of some method overload shenanigans and it doesn't know which one to call, but it seems like everything works out just fine. Okay, that seems to have worked. Let's see if it actually works by adding here. Which one? Don't think I have actually a good one to add. I think material might be, well, that one is probably one of the ones I changed the least. Okay, yeah, that still looks fine. Alright. I guess it still works. Why am I allowed to enter letters here? Questionable. But I think that was always the case. Draw scalar. Oh, what the hell was that hotkey? Localize text decimal point, okay. Don't think we need any of those. I guess we would want that actually. But where? After the format. In the none one here. Step. Format. And then this one. And this should only allow us now to enter actually numbers, I hope. Does that work? Create. It should already work here, but whatever. Yeah, that works. Okay, cool. I can no longer enter any letters. That's good. Probably want to have that here though. or something like that. I'm not sure yet. Let's see. That's one of the things that I have to figure out how to do nicely. All right, but all of that was a side quest, more or less. One thing I wanted to see is volume, terrain, component editor. Because did I not have... I thought I had a... I would have thought I had a tooltip for that. Did I not? Draw info icon has tooltip. Yeah, I thought I had that. Okay, I didn't, I guess, use it anymore. Question is, can I extrapolate, like, can I pull that out somehow? Where was the tooltip again? Was that here? Oh yeah, it is. I mean, I guess what we could do, let me see. I mean, maybe. I could add a couple of maybe that would work. Can I test it quickly? Probably somehow I can test that. Maybe I do just an imgui. Tooltip ID. Get void ref. Oh, from tooltip ID, of course. That would be imgui get ID prop tooltip. And then we cast that static cast to a string. But do we do I even need to do that? I mean, I could as well. Just sort it here. In like a dictionary. Dictionary. Hash map. from imgui, or this one, imgui ID to string loc, probably a localization ID actually. Or let's do a string for now, but it should be probably a localization. Property grid tip. Well, actually, it probably can be a local one here. And it just consumes, the next one consumes it. If has tooltip is this, then we do that. Wherever the text is. Here. I mean, probably in that case it can as well be a string. No, let's leave that. And then once we have done that, here we clear the imgui tooltip thing. Or I guess we could always clear it, just in case. And then let's go to camera here. That tooltip my test tooltip. Log property grid tooltip. Actually, let's call this set next property tooltip. And while we are at it, let's add one to the terrain. Transform component as well. Rotation in degrees. I don't know. Just that we can test it, right? That it works. Okay, that works. And where did I add it? Oh, here, right? Yeah. Okay, so that actually works quite nicely. Probably would want that to be on the whole thing though, but whatever. I think that icon is a little bit... I think it needs to be a different color. But okay, that's good. That's our like one issue. Disabled one we have. Yeah, I think we can go back to the code generator. And we need to fix a couple of things that we fixed manually. If only I could remember what all of that was. One thing was the serializer. Here. It didn't have the out here, yeah. So that one was one issue. The other one was we still had this one here, which I thought I already removed, but okay. We as well Bool has hidden fields. Is component fields, any component is hidden. String var draw properties signature. Is that has hidden fields? Does that not work? Yeah, I know that. That doesn't work either, right? Unfortunate, I guess. That should be possible, right? C#. Format string, or how do you call that? Interpolate the string? Ah, here. Ah, okay. I see. Good to know. First show. Otherwise, string node empty. I don't know. We could as well do just the empty string. Nah, whatever. And then this is done. Does that work? I guess not. All right. So that should be that, and then well, if we have fields, right, I think. Well, field. Yeah, because I want to get rid of that if we don't have anything. I mean, I guess we could do that. God damn it. Not my day. Then here, I think here. Yeah. I think this can now be feared. Like that. That is very nice. We can get rid of that. Oh yeah, I need to... I needed to include that one. That one was as well one thing that I needed to do. Code generator append. That one. I think we only should do that in that case, but whatever. Oh yeah, one more thing, the component. If the name if name ends with component, do we do it here or do we... Maybe I do it only in the output, right? Where do I write out the component again? Fully qualified name? Ah, here. If component. No, in that case, actually, just leave it like that, I think. We just output it as that, whatever we get. Whatever we get. Alright. Yeah, and then I want to add a new editor here. Copy, paste, numeric edit or edit. Yeah, I mean numeric editor is numeric editor. I don't know. It was a string. I think I want to change that. Do I want to change that? Maybe. Yeah, I do think I want to change that. Probably into type. And then that would be type of int 8. Well, that is byte. Type of s byte. Where do we have? I think I had that list already somewhere. Where would I type of int 6? Well, let's actually write that as a list somewhere. Public static DSR types. Public static const or public const, right? I think. Type numerical types. Is it like that? See, my C# is not the best. Const init array. Unfortunate. Very sad. But okay. So let's do type of int32. type of int 64, type of int 128, because why not? Now we do the same with uints. That, and then u. So like that. Then we do the float types, type of float. Does that exist? Unfortunate. Maybe it exists. C# float 32. Guess it doesn't exist. Oh well. It's always interesting that for integers they declare it. In C++ it's the same. They for some reason don't have one. Unfortunate. Type. What? Wait, there is a var float? Why does that exist but the other one doesn't? Whatever. I think that's all the base types, and then yeah, we do vector 2. I think okay, we don't have that. I guess it... Can I do that? Can I do an alias? Probably not, right? Well. In that case, I'm probably quicker by just copy pasting those lines and putting vectors in front. Think I can kill those. We don't need those though. $128 sounds unrealistic to have. I think that's all of them. Do we do another vector type list? Nah. I think that's all of it what I had, or did I do more in the... Oh, okay, float types. Yeah, no, we will now do a different thing, which is public static. String to type, which is Onyx type to DSR type. Does that work again as well? Maybe not. Oh, okay, maybe like that. And that would be Onyx U8. Well, needs to be probably like that. And then type of byte. Onyx S8. Byte. Let's have a U128, even though we don't really support that currently. I mean, I think I have a U28 type, but I don't have an S128 type, but whatever. And then all the vector types, so vector 2 S8, well U8. And it's basically that. I can probably copy that in there. U8, U16. Okay. I think I need a little bit more than that then. So then we have as well string to type of string. Do I need more? For now, not really. Maybe actually... It would have maybe been better doing it a little bit different, but I will think about that later. Numerical editor. Okay, and then this is numerical types, user types. Why would that not work? An attribute argument must be a constant expression. That is unfortunate. Does that really not exist? C# compile time array. Do I really need to spare that out? That's a pain. Because it would be that, which is insane. But I guess if it has to be like that, it has to be like that, I guess. Because what that allows me then to do is if weird get attribute min is what? So the question is, how do we want to do that now? I guess we could do var min or like max. Oh yeah, the max one we didn't adjust yet. Similar to what we did with the min. Probably need to do that. What now? What is it that you don't like here? Whatever. Okay. So if we have min, okay, we as well have a range probably. Let's call it range. Min 2 string plus max 2 string. Something like that, I don't know. Range. Okay, so if a range is not null, then if min is not null, we write out an error. Or like a warning maybe, not an error. That's it. Okay. Min specified together, like if range or if a range is used. I mean, maybe that should already be somewhere else, I guess. Maybe we do that in the parser actually. Maybe we add an attribute for that actually. Hold on. Public class exclude, or like not exclude, override. Put a good name for that be. Let me. That's the one case where I will use ChatGPT for it. Maybe it comes up with a good name. If range is defined, we will ignore min max attributes. All right. Doesn't really have. I guess exclusive. What I would. Not sure what a good name for that would be. Something like that. Mutually exclusive? Hmm. I mean, maybe we do that with a core constraint group. Hmm. No. Something like that, and then we would have a list of attributes. Attribute usage on top of attributes. Does that work? Hmm. Basically it would be this one, or not this one, sorry. This one is mutually exclusive with type of min, type of max. Kind of. And then we would be ensured that we either have one or the other. If range that oh yeah, that exists, yeah. And max is that. Otherwise, if feared get attribute min oh, min attribute. I think that's fine. Yeah. Right. And then we draw the property here. And if var numeric options is that if min is not null, Actually, let's do a list of string. Like that. If min is not null, then we do numeric options. Add. If max is not null, we do that. Yeah, and then here if numeric options any as it's just that. Otherwise we do here this that. Numeric options to string join is that not it's like that. What? Oh, okay, I don't need that. Never mind. Okay. Cool. I think that works. Let's see. Let's add to the camera stuff. A float. So let's remove that because that doesn't make any sense, right? And then let's add an F32 here. Bar. And then let's add a min of 0.0 F and 1.0 F. Oh, Jesus. And the max of 1.0 F. That will not work, right? Because I need to do one more thing here. If beard type. For now we do it like that. New numerical edit. We will do that in a second. We will fix that in a second. Oh shoot! I generated it twice now, right? Everything. Open path. Did it? Yeah, I did. And then we copy that one over there. And check that out, how that looks. Okay-ish. Yeah, okay, so we need to get rid of that. Draw him. It's like something else, right? It's this. Oh no. Oh yeah, we need that as well. Oh, that one was as well missing. Okay, good. Actually, let's fix that right away before I forget again. And the struct definition here. How do we enter the scope? I think we need to enter class here. And then it is already fixed. Yeah, we would need to do the define here. Yeah, that works. And then we go here. Yeah, that one is garbage, of course. Maybe. Yeah, maybe we don't allow that. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, yeah, this doesn't work, right? Because it doesn't know which one it should take. But if we go here, and let's create a struct scalar options template type name t, or scalar t requires std is arithmetic of scalar t, and then we have here a scalar t min max and then maybe we do that. Let's actually add another. Yeah, no, let's add that. And I'm not sure about that one. Hello, Captain Chica. Hello, hello. Let's actually add one that just takes that. And then return the raw property name, value, scalar input flag none, and options. And we will swear probably have one more that takes the scalar input flag for now, because I'm not sure if we use it, but and here we add this as empty. Does that work? Okay, I mean that seems to kind of work. But that one is garbage. And that one is garbage. Need to remove that. Although, is it? Maybe not actually. Maybe it's not garbage actually. No overload takes 4. What? Should that not go into this one here? You need more channel redeems? Maybe. But what would you want to have redeemed? Or like what? That's my problem. What would I want to add there? Eh? Where is that problem? Ah, wait. Yeah. And then we go in here. Ah, do I need to do them below? Like that. Because that's my problem. I don't know really what to add to redeem. Like, I don't know. But yeah, I guess you're right. That surprisingly worked very well. And then let's bring back the options, and if can I do that somehow? I guess I need to do it manually, right? So basically data type, value, has modified. I think I did that already some point right here. Vector input min. No? Yeah, min value exactly. So that should exist already. Min value. What do we still? Yeah, I don't like that. So maybe what we do is scalar t before value is value. And then we take that out. But we only do that if options min std scalar t min max, is that lowest highest? I always confuse that. What's the lowest and what's the C++? Is lowest the 0.000 because it's the lowest number it can like represent? I always forget that. Returns lowest finite value. Yeah, for float it's this exactly, but it's not min, right? Yeah, exactly, because min is a little bit stupid. Min returns for a float. Yeah. Some garb. I mean, I would say garbage. I don't know why you would want that. So we want lowest. Lowest and max, which is kinda insane, but yeah. It's a C++ thing. C++ specialty again. If that one is not lowest, then we have a min value. Alright, let's do actually has min or max is either that or I did too much Sigo. I don't know which language that was. Python, I guess. Was it Python? I'm not sure anymore. That or options max is not std numeric limits of scalar t max. I think I need a custom function for that for the vector types, but whatever. Although, yeah, no, not necessarily. So if we have min or max, then we do that, as we just keep doing what we did. Otherwise, we save our value. Yeah, we do that, and then if has modified, well, actually we could do that, right? If that, then value is std clamp value between, well, we could always do that then, I guess. Or does it really matter? So we clamp in that range, and then if what it has modified is before value is not value. I think I have a math util here somewhere. Basically an is equal. Equals force, and then this is modified. Because I don't think this supports any min-max values. Yeah. Build succeeded, okay. Create. Yep, that works. We cannot do that because it will clamp to 0. And we are clamped between 0 and 1. Perfect. I mean, that is almost perfect. I think what I would want to do is, in this case, set item tooltip, test. Does that work? Where, guess, oh no, that's the bug on the list that I want to fix eventually. Okay, that works. Nice. So I think what I would want to do is probably show a helper here. Property grid. Yeah, here. So string form like tooltip is format that that, and then we have this, and then basically so if we have a min, then we do that, else we do empty. And here will it allow that? Well, I hope it will. Otherwise we do here. Oh yeah, the options min. And then has max. I think it doesn't lag. Okay, never mind. I thought it might not lag that it's different type that it returns. Yeah, I think... I mean, I guess what we could do is... that, which is like a little bit around the... like a little bit... I think we probably are better off if we just add an if statement for that. But I think that should work. Those types should now match. Yeah. Why would that be 0, 0? Did I? So I mean this one would be std lowest or numeric limits scalar t lowest std numeric limits scalar t max. Why would that be 0, 0 though? What? Shouldn't that work? What? You know what? Fuck it. Let's do it properly and then it probably works anyways. If has min and has max. Airs if has min. I mean, basically at that point it has to be that, right? Oh no, actually, well, yeah, it has to be that. Okay, whatever. No, it works. I think I want to actually maybe do a little bit of space around that. Just so that it looks a little bit better, maybe, I don't know. Maybe it looks worse now, I don't know. We need to add the logic for the vectors here, so that we can have a min-max for vectors as well, but yeah, that looks a little bit better, I guess. Another option would be to render it in the background. Or something like that. I'm not sure. I will think about that, but that's good enough for now. Oh, yeah, that's my rotation debug thing. Cool. And then I would want to add another option. So that was one. Let's add another one. Slider. Which again has the same types basically, yeah. Although, does it make sense to have vector? I would argue no. Let's remove them for now. No. Let's do that. Slider editor. Again, we have a range min max, that's fine. Question is, where do we define that? Because I don't think it's here, right? Slider. I mean, maybe it would be that. So we could have a scalar option here. Well, actually, we could just do that. And always at the end, numeric options add dot is slider true. And then editor. Does that not? Oh, it doesn't have one, okay. Alright, and then when we do down here, if field get attribute editor is hello custom editor, if well, and then custom editor value well, for now let's just ignore that. New slider editor. So that would be that, and then else if that. Let's try that. Camera component slider. Do I want to have a min-max? Probably not. So, yeah, that is fine, I guess. Yeah, let's generate, I don't know. More than it fails can't happen. Yeah, we take that file, move it there, replace, perfect. And then how does that look now? Again, broken because I did not fix that yet. So we have that. That one is broken. Camera, go away. Does that build? Almost, yeah. Okay, yeah, makes sense. So, I think we don't have a thing, so let's do it for now here. So if options is slider, else we do that. I think I might move the logic a little bit down one layer, but let's see about that. Has modified is imgui draw slider scalar this Data type, value, null pointer, null pointer, null pointer. Jesus, what did I import now? Imgui slider flags. Maybe I do a custom thing for the Imgui slider. I don't know. Does it even work now? Is the other question. I would get Of course, I forgot that as well. Should write that down. What I always have to do. Ah, god damn it, that one as well. Oh, yes, yes, yes. I think it's called better now, but yeah, it's still the old name. I think draw properties makes more sense than draw Imgui editor, but wait. Yeah. I think in here Well, actually, yeah, okay, yeah. Doing that, so basically I need to do this. I think. Yep. Perfect, of course. Will it work? It crashes, okay. I guess I need a min and max for the slider. I mean, I can always do options min, options max, I guess. Right? That always works. How do we need to provide that as pointer? But why does it even? No, I don't get it. That's the Imgui API that I will not understand. Why that's a thing? Why do you want this to be? That's interesting. Why though? That's so weird, but okay, divided by 2. Oh, that doesn't work, of course. Scalar T min is options. That's so bizarre. Does that complain about an error? Does it give us an error? No. Okay. Shit. What is that number? Okay, maybe slider. Not a thing. Min max. Slider float. I mean, why is it? Probably because it's that huge range, right? So if I would, for example, make it from minus 100 to 100, it probably is a little bit more sensible. Scalar, or like that. Okay. Let's do 10 for now. We would need to do a template for that to allow the minus, but okay. You got me. Well, not necessarily, because we will never do that anyways, but yeah. So I guess that is a little bit more reasonable, yeah. Can I not do a step for the slider? Is that not a thing? What's the difference between that and the drag scalar? So we do that, data type, data, speed, min, max. What's the difference to that? And the min-max, is it the same stupid thing? Oh yeah, it has the same. Oh no, it doesn't. Wait, what? The drag behavior doesn't have the same limitation, or what? I mean, maybe that is... anyways better than... Okay. So I guess that is a little bit better, and let's do speed 10, I guess. And then I will test again the minus thing, if that works, and then let's just do the... I don't know, let's just do a... that thing, I guess, instead. I can always extend it to show... Okay. Options min. Options max. Will that work? That just works. Fascinating. Okay. I guess. I'm not sure. Maybe the scalar makes maybe the... But why is it even slider? Why is it even limited then? Can someone explain that to me? That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense in my head. I think I would. Yeah, I'm not quite sure where that limitation comes from. Because what the hell is that? That's a mistake, right? Why would it be unsigned, signed, and then a double? Shouldn't that be unsigned, unsigned? Okay, it's a why would it be assigned? What does he need the sign type for? Whatever. I mean, I guess what we could always do. Oh, but that's a big change. So let's not do that for now. Let's not bother with that. But yeah, in theory, that would be how I would do the slider. So it kind of works. Do I want to try something else? Not for now, I think. Okay, let me think. What would I need to do now next? Besides, okay, so one thing is, let's kill that thing, because actually that doesn't make any sense in hindsight. Or, maybe it makes sense. I think what I would want to do is when we parse here, we need to, where is the type here? Var type name, and then type database get type. Is that not how it? Did I not add that already? Type database. Thought I had that already. Beautiful. Oh, nice. I have still that code in there. Beautiful. Public. I think I want that. Resolve type name. Um. Okay, let's not do that for now. Let's instead have the namespace here joined. Do I have that already somewhere? Here. Might as well do it here. Var current namespace. Oh, good. Yeah, I need to rename that. That is a pain. Wait, where is type already defined? Oh, here. Okay. And then this would be this. Not fully qualified name. Otherwise it's just that. Oh, you know what? We changed that actually, so this will be a core type. Internal string type name. Something along those lines. That's fine, we can do that for now. We can do that for now. Why is that a thing? What I'm doing here? Ah. Yeah, okay. Oh, we have a default value. Wait, does that even... We never fill that one, right? Well, whatever. Let's see what comes out if we build that. Does it now do... God damn it. In our age... No. Why would that be a thing? Oh my god, what did I do there? Well, that didn't work out. Not that, not that. Here, type, name. Well, actually, in that case, yeah, let's go to field. Let's call that type, otherwise fallback type name. What? Oh, god damn it, where are you using that? Oh, here. Type name. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, we can strip down this again, but let's not do that for now, but that's already better than before. And I think what I could do then is... Can I do that? Oh wait, that is wrong. Nice, whatever that is. Ah, I didn't do the two-string right. Yeah. I'm wondering how I tackle this with property grid, because I don't think I have that in my list of things, but maybe I do. Code, or let's go to the type database up here. What do I get here? Global functions, property grid. Maybe. But would that work? Don't think so, because the raw property has a couple of other functions that I don't think we have here, right? So maybe that wouldn't work. Oh my god, imgui is like half of the of the global functions. Yeah, I think I'm not parsing. And that would be pretty hard to do anyways. I mean, I guess what we could always do is maybe provide a default function in the property grid. Or basically here, bool or template type name t bool draw property. Like that. T reference value, well, like that. And then we draw the property name. Do I need to? Oh yeah, I need to probably do that. And maybe we what do I want to do? Maybe imgui draw text, or like imgui text no property grid visualizer missing. Actually, we might do that as a tool tip eventually, but something like that. And then return false. And that could work by now doing, okay, I should fix that. That one is easy to find. Well, actually, it has to be marked as transient. It should be an error if that is not marked as an. Okay, and then we include that here. Oh yeah, and then of course we again have the transform draw. Oh, maybe. Okay, I think and requires std is class. I don't know, maybe? Whatever that means. What is that? Not okay. I mean, maybe. That looks not so bad. And I guess if I enable that one now, it should go in there. And I should see that. Yeah. Okay. I mean, that kind of works. And that solves one problem that I had. We could add a property grid visualizer. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. So we have a code generator that now can do this. So we have, like, for example, a range here that only allows values between 0 and 1. We have slider support, although I'm not happy with the slider yet. And we have property description support, I think. I actually didn't test that, but read only works. Let's try that. Tooltip, I think it's called. Let's actually fix as well the out. Yeah, that one is fine. That is component.name. That was the problem. Perfect. Let's actually mark our camera as transient so that we don't output that one anymore. Get rid of that. We don't need that. We don't really need. I mean, we can have that. Or maybe not. I don't know. Tooltip. Enter a value between 0 and 1. Maybe. Tooltip. Okay, perfect. And then we need to go to component generator. And yeah, basically here, if beard get attribute tooltip is that, then we do code generator append next where UI property grid set next I take next property tooltip to that. And then here tooltip attribute value. Probably. And we most likely need to put those around. Then the only question is, what do you not like about that? Is tooltip not? Oh, okay. Attribute. But now it is, right? Hello? Okay, works. Oh yeah. Of course. I still need to figure that one out. Perfect. And now if we go here, copy over that file because we are generating it into the wrong folder still. Okay. We need to get rid of that. Draw imgui editor, I think it's called. Not quite. Yeah, I still have not fixed that one. Great. But in theory... Okay, yeah, those I need to fix as well. But that should give us hopefully now a tooltip. Yeah. Enter a value between 0 and 1. Perfect. Oh, but... does it... It kills... Oh, interesting. Okay. It killed that in... Like, I mean, I didn't think I would want to have that as a tooltip anyways, but that's... Yeah, that's interesting. Not quite sure why that would be gone then. Oh wait, because we don't have a property here anymore. Why do we not have a... min max anymore? Probably because I bricked it, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I bricked it in the code generator. Here, that one is probably like that. And that would probably make it appear again. Right? Yeah. That would be... What? Because we... God damn it. I produce half the files correctly. And one is like in the wrong order. So that's why I have to copy it always. But that's something we will fix probably tomorrow. Tomorrow I will try to clean this up so that we generate this into the right folder. Because I think it's mostly working, which is quite nice. Okay, yeah, so that still works. Again, this should probably not be a tooltip. I think I will solve that a little bit different, the range. But I'm not sure how yet, but I will think about something. And the slider I'm as well not happy with, because I think I want to use the actual slider. But I have to probably implement it myself, because the slider from imgui is stupid. I mean, I guess I could hack around it. But yeah, no need to hack around it. I think I can just yeah, I probably can just implement it properly myself, because I'm not sure why it even behaves the way it does. Alright. What else? I think I want to do a little bit more today. Maybe we fix that. We fix the actual include. This one as well. So let's do a couple of things. First off, where is my type ID? Is it here? Yeah, that one goes away. Perfect. Then this one should be bool force show. Or show hidden. Okay. Yeah, this one we clean up tomorrow most likely. Because yeah, that part is basically the ugliest part so far. This is all probably going to stay like that. I guess what I could do is... Oh wait. Field name. Is that even used? No, right? Okay, never mind. That was an old thing. Yeah, and then... Okay, yeah, that all makes sense. Yeah, this one I want to restructure a little bit so that it maybe is more straightforward. And then what else? Oh yeah, they include. So in the header, yeah, here I need to collect the includes. Var includes is for our component. We go through our fields and then select where our field dot type include path. Yeah, and then we order them. I think for that I should already do helper function as well, because that's quite annoying that I do that in multiple places. Yeah, it's this basically. I mean, not quite this, because we want just that. So we distinct and then we order, then okay. So we sort by folder, then by alphabetical order, and then that. Okay, and then code generator append includes. That is that. Well, unless I think that includes now one file that I don't want to include. It will most likely where feared dot type include path contains Onyx core maybe, or where absolute path maybe. Equals force. Otherwise true. Is that how it works? I'm not sure. Maybe not. I don't know. Let's see what that gives us. Yeah, see, that's not what I wanted. Ah, okay. Okay. I guess it's Onyx modules core. Yeah, perfect. Because those are already predefined anyways. In a header. So how does that look now? Well, that's not good. Should be like that. God damn it. What? Ah, because we... Okay, we do it different. Where is that? Generate component header. Let's not do that. Let's do that. Let's go here. So that should be a little bit better. Yeah, better-ish. Why is it like that? Where is my pragma ones here? Maybe I do not that. Where? If includes any. Then we append an empty line here. Okay. I think I'll kill the first one here. I think it doesn't. Well, that doesn't work. All right. So did that all work? Yeah, that all seems to have worked. Good. Maybe. I'm not a big fan of it, but I think in this case it might make sense to make it a little bit nicer to read. As here, using namespace, UI property grid. Or like at least UI maybe. So that it's just that. And then it's a little bit nicer to read. I'm usually not a big fan of that. But I think in this case it adds a little bit of more readability. Well, I need to copy, of course. Yeah, I mean, again, not the biggest fan, but I think that is a little bit nicer. I still need to add a little bit of formatting to this. Probably something like that is most likely what I would want. Can I do this even? Is that valid? No, right? I thought, maybe. Is that valid? Let's find out, I guess. If it is, that would be very nice. I mean, yeah, that should be valid, right? Because I think I did scope guns already like that. Yeah. Let's generate those then like that, because that makes it as well a little bit easier to read. Because we don't really care about that. Oh, okay, yeah. So we have the includes working. We have basically everything in place, I think, and we have the base for editor extension and yeah, I mean, there's a couple of areas that can or should still be improved. I think what I would want is this one returns min probably. I mean, it's not used anyways, so let's might as well do that. Oh, that's max, not min. God damn it. Max. And then min. Range. Override to string. tooltip. None. Value. Oh, and then that. I think that's that. Name, range, start. Oh yeah, and then we have here this one, which is of course wrong. Your item editor. Editor. I mean, yeah, I really am not used to writing in a certain way on the keyboard. I need to get used to that. I'm trying to learn it again. When I switched to the English layout from the German one, I never really learned some of the keys properly, and it's starting to annoy me. Especially when I want to use Vim, it will be a problem. Or not a problem, but it might make me slower than I might be otherwise. Paste that there. Look at the code. Okay, perfect. I mean, that's pretty nice, I would say. Wait, did I actually add a swear? Transient? Really? Did I add that? Nice. It killed the serialization. Oh my god. That's so nice. That I don't have to write that anymore by hand, for example. I just do that, kill that, run the code. In theory, when I hit build, it would do it, but I need to do it manually currently. And then it's there again. That's pretty awesome. Not gonna lie, that's very, very awesome. All right. I think I will call it a day for today. So for tomorrow, yeah, I want to generate those files into the correct folders. There is still one thing I need to figure out, but that's more a little bit like, shouldn't be too complicated, but basically any target that doesn't link against editor, so that doesn't link against this one, needs to put its files into the editor for this draw properties. To work. And any other. I think any other thing has to be done outside. So if I link editor, I can have it in my own thing. So maybe volume would be an example for that. I'm not sure anymore. Does volume link against editor? No, it doesn't. Okay, so probably all the internal Onyx modules need to put their stuff into the editor folder, I think. Yeah, I think that's how that should work. And everything outside, yeah, we would need to test that, but I think everything outside, we would need to create a component in the game project to establish that this works. But yeah, the game project links itself anyways against the editor, so that should work. Because I think, where is the game project? Am I blind? I guess I am blind. Oh, here. Is it here? No. Ah, here. Yeah, it links against editor and application. Why do we... Wait, application doesn't... Oh, I mean, it makes sense. Let's hope that this is really the case. Modules, applications. Oh, that's perfect. I actually did that correct. It's a surprise. I was surprised myself. Although I think the game core is missing here, which is a bit questionable. I mean, I think I get it anyways from either this or node graph. So maybe it's fine. Let's see. Node graph maybe. Dependencies. Nope. Volume. Okay, yeah, that one. Ah, but it's a private. Okay. Well, something to think about. Does that make sense that it's private? Maybe. Alright, I think, as I said, I will call it a day. We will finish this, we will work on this tomorrow. Tomorrow, plan is getting in the files in the correct directories. Oh, that should be... yeah, you too. Thanks for joining, as always. Hope you're doing fine. And yeah, we will be back tomorrow. Although I'm not sure when, because we have someone drop by, and we have some plans on in the afternoon. So maybe it's an evening stream, evening or maybe early, and not that long. But I want to get some stuff done because I want to get the code generation out of the way and finished. That would be nice. I think it's doable for Christmas. Thank you. Enough yapping again. See you tomorrow, probably. I will post on Discord when it will happen, because I don't know the time yet. So yeah, bye bye. Have a nice Saturday and Sunday, and see you probably tomorrow.